Greetings to our friends and ministry family at Life Point Church in Valley Center. Brian Elliott here. Along with my wife Misty and our kids, we've been serving as your missionaries in the beautiful country of Wales in the United Kingdom. Typically, when you think of our part of the world, you think of green hills, rocky coastlines, hot cups of tea with a chunky piece of cake. While this is not completely inaccurate, lately ministry in Wales has looked something more like this. Like you, we've been dealing with the COVID pandemic here in Bedwas, near the southern coast of Wales. The British culture is one of caution and safety in a normal year, so you can imagine, in the face of a global challenge like this, they have been particularly skittish with letting people out and about. Here in our neighborhood, we've been in some form of lockdown since October, and only now are they even talking about moving towards opening things up again. We came to Wales 10 years ago to plant churches, and we planted one in Cardiff, the capital city, and then after getting that one going, we traveled a bit further inland to revitalize a small congregation near the market town called Caerphilly. So we pastor a church and we pastor a community, but we have a second element of our portfolio here in the UK, and that is with the organization we founded called the Starfish Alliance. You may have heard of something called Royal Family Kids Camp in the US. It's a week-long summer camp for foster children. Well, as part of our outreach with our first church plant, we started the first Royal Family Kids Camp in all of Europe in 2016. And since then, it's grown, and we are now scaling the operation to a nationwide organization and ministry, starting and training new camps and finding new ways to reach abused and neglected kids. And we've changed the name also, because of the whole royal family thing here. It's a real thing. All of this came to a roaring stop in March of last year. Along with everything else, Hope Church in Bedwas, we stopped meeting. We are starting to meet again this week. We were exiled to YouTube and to Facebook, and our camp was canceled. But as we are promised in Scripture, with the incoming challenges came outgoing opportunities. We noticed more people we've never met before, contacting us about getting back into church with their families. More people were watching our online messages than would typically attend our services. And camp? Well, we received some grant funding to adjust our focus to online mentoring and companionship with foster children, many of whom were locked down in the very homes that were neglecting them. You see, our God is a global God. In fact, He's God of the universe. No wonder He can make such great blessings come out of such difficult times in dark and rainy places like Wales. He is the King.